Welcome back. This video reviews the concepts of standards and stretch goals and offers guidance in setting your standards and stretch goals for programs. There is a separate video that addresses setting standards and stretch goals for courses. Goals and stretch goals first appear in the program section of the program review and planning form. You'll start by analyzing student completion rates for your program. Student completion will be defined differently by different types of college programs. Completion may refer to students earning a certificate, a degree, or a series of courses that serve as a gateway to further academic success. The program section of the form asks, what is your program standard for completion, and what is your stretch goal for program completion? Let's start with some background information. As part of accreditation, we have to set local standards for minimum acceptable levels of key student achievements, like course success, degrees awarded, and the number of transfers. These are called institution-set standards. For example, we have set our overall college institution-set standard for the course success rate at 70%. Last year, we asked all disciplines and programs to set their own standards for the course success rate in their area. Depending on their curriculum and review of their own data, some disciplines set rates higher than the institution standard and some set rates lower. As part of our annual reporting requirements for accreditation, we are also asked to report on our stretch goals for student achievements. And just as with our standards, we need to set stretch goals at both the institutional level and program or discipline level. A stretch goal is the value or level of student outcome we seek to achieve. For example, our current institution set standard for our annual count of AA degrees is 1,600 because that would be the minimum acceptable level. At the same time, our stretch goal is 2,000 because that is the level we hope to achieve. When establishing your own institution set standards and setting your stretch goal, you should start by looking at your trends over time. In the PRP data, we have provided 5 years of data to examine. You can access the degrees and certificates you have awarded by simply clicking on your discipline. Once you have looked at your trends, set your standard by thinking about what level of achievement would be so low that it would cause alarm and spur you to investigate causes and seek solutions. When achievements fall below your standard, follow-up could include a review of curriculum and course offerings, improve student support inside and outside of the classroom, or even resetting the standard. Once you have identified your standard, consider changes you may be implementing to increase student achievement. For example, if you introduced a new certificate or degree program, what will the impact of a new ADT have on your goals? What would be a good stretch goal to strive towards as the improvements you are making to your program start to take effect? Let's take an example from psychology. In 2017-18, psychology awarded 92 total degrees and certificates, of which 85 were associate degrees for transfer. Examining the trend data for the past 5 years, it is easy to see when the ADT was introduced and the impact it had on the program awards. As psychology faculty consider their program standards and stretch goals, they may discuss the popularity of the program and recent enrollments, as well as the popularity of psychology programs at area feeder schools. Considering their trend data and assuming interest in the psychology ADT continues, they may determine that a program level standard would be 75 degrees. Moving forward, the psychology faculty may have set up additional strategies for increasing the number of psychology associate degrees for transfer, such as implementing a program where students gain research experience in the field. They may also be posting their program maps with supports online and/or integrating career advising. Based on increased enrollments and a clear demand for the associate degree and transfer, the department then may set a stretch goal of 115 awards by 2021-2022. Now, if in the future, should the number of degrees fall below their program standard, the department would reassess the program, enrollments, and its alignment with the university programs. This concludes our review of program and course standards and stretch goals. If you have any questions, please contact the Palomar Instruction Office for assistance.